Hey everybody, I wanted to come to you and chat with you a little bit about the election. I'm recording this on Thursday. You'll probably see it on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, or who knows when you'll see it. So just be aware. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we have the results, but it looks like it's going to be challenged and get all kind of messy, and I don't know where it's going to go. I want to talk to you though because regardless of which side you're on, 50% of America is pissed. And it doesn't matter which side you voted for, the other half's pissed. So as I think about it, or concerned about the future, maybe I should say, but as I think about it, there's a lot of people who have, they actually have a disorder now, election disorder or something like that they were calling it, for all the people who are really, really stressed because their candidate may or may not win. And I want to really bring attention to that because as I sit here thinking about it and thinking about our businesses and our practices, the first question is aside from casting your vote, which if you didn't, you can't do anything about that, but aside from casting your vote, what can you do about this stress? And the answer is nothing. So as I think about it, I sit here thinking to myself, and I think about Stephen Covey, right? We're getting ready to launch a whole Stephen Covey series that you'll probably be getting here in the near future. But one of his habits, or part of his habits, is about the circle of concern versus the circle of influence. And it's appropriate here, so you might get it repeated, but that's okay. It's a great lesson. Your circle of concern is the election, and the economy, and the world, and the pandemic and all these other things, right? These are all concerning things. Your circle of influence is a lot smaller. Now, you have one of two choices, in my opinion. First off, your circle of concern really truly is finite. It's the whole world, right? It is a certain size, call it this big if you will. It is this big around. Your circle of influence might be this big around inside that circle. Now the question is, do you let the circle of concern crush your circle of influence, or do you grow your circle of influence? To use election parlance, if you don't like something, you should influence people around you, politely of course, to see if you can sway their vote a different direction. You can use your influence and grow your circle of influence to decrease the circle of concern by influencing all your friends and family members who might not agree with your politics in an elegant, respectful way, so you can change the future. Now, I realize at this point we can't do anything about that, but the question that we can do something about is what are we going to do about it, right? So regardless of who wins, whatever they're going to do that you don't like, what can you do about your own circumstance to make it better? That's really the question we should all be asking ourselves right now. So whether it's the pandemic as an illustration, there's things I can do to be healthier. I can take better care of my oral health so there's not as much of a gateway for a nasty virus to get into me, and my immune system is healthier so I can fight it off if I do get it to where I have less symptoms, if you will, and less dramatic results. I can wear a mask. I can social distance. There's all kinds of things I can do. And I'm not saying that any of these are right or wrong. These are illustrations. So as I think about the economy, if I'm worried about the economy or worried about my practice, I can't do anything about those external things. I can only control what I can control. And what I can control is to be the best I can very well be myself every single day. I can show up and lead the best. I can show up and be the best assistant. I can show up and be the best front desk. I can show up and influence all the people around me who might be stressed out and have them use maybe a breathing exercise to lower their stress so they can feel better. There's a million things that we can all do to make our circumstances better and grow our circle of influence and squish out some of the circle of concern. We can't get rid of all of it because there are just some things that are out of our control, but we can minimize it. We can minimize it by growing our circle of influence. So the question I want to leave you with today is, regardless of what your stress might be, whether it's the election results, whether it's the pandemic, whether it's the economy, whatever it might be, what can you do to grow your influence in that area? If the economy is going to suck, that doesn't mean your business has to suck. You look at Zoom, dear Lord, blew up got to be a ginormously huge company overnight because of a bad economy and a pandemic. And I realize you're maybe not poised like Zoom, but what can you do in your geography, your business, your life to be creative, to be different, to stand out, and to grow your circle of influence? You know, if you're not sure, I would suggest you get with your coach. If you're not currently coaching with us, call me. You probably have my phone number. If you don't, 719-357-9564. Call me. Call me and let me coach you. I don't need to bill you to have a coaching call. Most all of you who are going to be watching this have been clients of mine for a long time. I don't bill by the hour like an attorney. Just call me. I'll take your call. I'll talk you off the ledge. I'll help you grow your circle of influence. And I'd be more than happy to chat with you because, one, I want to hear how you're doing. So throw me a call, please. And let's chat about what's going on in your life and see what we can do to grow your circle of influence. Other than that, have a great day. And may God help us all with what's going on in this country and this world right now with elections and pandemics and all kinds of stuff. Hang on, say a prayer. It's going to be a wild ride. Can't wait for 2021. What's to come next? It'll be fun. Anyway, you guys all have an awesome day. I can't wait to hear from you. We'll talk to you later.